Hello friends and welcome to this tutorial in which we will learn about internal audit in detail. Firstly, we will understand what internal audit option is and what is the use of this option. Internal audit is one of the very useful option which checks all the invoices, and after checking these invoices it indicates those errors because of which errors we are not able to file GST returns. So firstly, you have ensured that before filing GST return, there must be no error in any of your invoices. So let's see how we can correct these errors through internal audit option. In order to correct these errors in the invoices, you will go to final reports, then internal audit, and then enter on internal audit GSTR mismatch. From here, you will specify the date, from which date to which date invoices you need to check. Then we will press enter. Then is check for. So these are all the invoices which contains errors. At the side of software, you can see the type of errors which are there in the invoices. First type of error is ignorable errors. This type of errors can be ignored. Second type of error is correct with resaving. This means that you need to just simply resave those invoices that contains errors as specified here. The errors in the invoices will automatically get corrected once resaved. Next is manual correction required. These are those errors which needs to be corrected manually. If you need to see the details, that is how you will correct these errors, then for that you will press F9 function key. On pressing F9 function key, the software displays the description of the errors and also shows that how to solve that particular error which is indicated with purple color. First error is HSN GST save in negative. As you can see on bill number 0015, HSN GST amount negative error is showing. This error means that the HSN which is there in the sale bill, the sale return entry of that HSN is being wrongly posted instead of the sale return entry of that HSN, due to which that HSN is showing in negative. In order to correct this, software is telling you about delete return entries. Let's now enter on that particular bill with error and view what mistake is being occurred in the bill. So this is the bill 0015. In this bill, you can see that we had sold kerosene, which is indicating in red color. But the sale return entry which we had done against the bill number 0015, in which we had entered kerosene spray instead of kerosene, and the HSN code of both the items are different. That's why kerosene spray amount is showing in negative. In order to correct this, either you can delete the sale return entry or you can modify that item which you had taken by mistake. You can correct this. Next error is GSTN number error. Means wrong GSTN number is entered in party. Now suppose GSTN number error is showing on bill number 003. So this means that the bill which has been created for a party, that party GSTN number has wrongly been entered in his ledger. So in order to correct this error, we will press the F3 function key on this particular bill. Then we will enter on ledger detail. After that, we will enter on modify. And then we will correct this GSTN number. Next error is local or central. It means suppose you had created a bill of central party but the bill is of the local party. Now, like in bill number 004 is showing an error of local central, and this bill has been generated for Nirala Pharma, which is of the central party. But if we open this bill and see that the local is being selected in sale type, means party belongs to central, but we had set local in sale type. So to correct this error, either you can modify this bill and change its sale type, or you can simply resave this bill. Next error is the sale type. This error will be visible to only those MARG users who had done billing in VAT earlier and now had updated in GST. At the time of VAT, when we did sale return breakage expiry or do the entry of sale return, then that entry has been done as a credit note entry and of purchase return as a debit note. But in GST, if we have to do the entry against debit note or credit note, then we need to give the reference number against them. It means you are giving the credit note or debit note against which bill. So if you don't have bill number or any record of the bill, you can convert that debit or credit note into sale or purchase by simply resaving those bills again. And so if in internal audit, if any sale type error is showing against your bill, then you will resave this credit note bill or debit note bill so that the debit note or credit note will convert into sale or purchase. Next error is e-return account outstanding transaction. This kind of error will be shown to you on those bills which are not being saved properly. It means either their accounts posting has not been done correctly or tax is different in item and different in bill. So these kind of bills can simply get corrected by resaving them. Next is SGST CGST error. This kind of error is shown on those bills in which there are any particular item or items whose item master has defined different percentage of SGST or CGST. Like suppose on this bill, SGST and CGST error is showing. Now we will enter on this and view it. Now below you can see that in this bill there is a difference in SGST and CGST amount. Now in our bill, SGST and CGST amount is same in Crocin item. But in Wix item, there is a difference in SGST and CGST amount, and that is because of the SGST and CGST percentage are differently defined in item master of Wix product. So if any SGST CGST difference error shows against in any of your bill, so you can correct the SGST CGST tax percentage in item master of the specific item. Next error is HSN blank. This error means that in that bill you had left HSN of any item as blank in their item master. So to correct this error, you will go to item master of that particular item and will select the appropriate HSN of that item. Next error is HSN not found. This error also means the same, that you have left HSN as blank in a particular item in their item master. Next error is HSN transaction error. This kind of error is shown in that bill in which there is an item whose HSN tax percentage is different and SGST CGST tax percentage is different in item master. So you need to correct this manually. Next error is HSN item versus transaction error. This kind of error is shown against those bill in which there is an item whose tax percentage is different and in the same bill of the same item its tax percentage is different. Like suppose if we enter on this error bill, so you can see that in this bill Wix item tax percentage is 9 plus 9, that is 18% is showing, but if we go and see item master of Wix item, so you can see here 12% GST is defined. Means In the same bill, the item's tax percentage is defined as 18%, but in its item master 12% tax is defined. So, if you want, then you can correct this manually, or you can also ignore it. As you can see that software is indicating you that you can ignore this error, because as you know that after GST the tax percentage of some items has been revised. Like suppose 12% item has been revised as 18% and 18% items has been revised as 28%. Like suppose of any item tax percent was 5% before of the bills that you had already created. Then after that, the government had converted these 5% tax items into 12%. Means that the same items the tax is now as 12%. So you had done the entries of old sale purchase as 5% according to GST. But after that, if you had changed tax percent in the item master with revised tax percent of that item, so this error will be shown in old sale purchase bills. So if you want, then you can ignore these errors. For that, you will press the delete button from here. Then enter on ignorable errors. So from this, whatever the errors will shown on bills will get removed from the list. Here you have to remember this, that those bills will get removed only from the list of internal audit, but those bills will not get deleted. Now let's discuss the shortcut keys of internal audit. In order to select all the bills together, we will press the star key, and below you can see that F6 in order to resave it. So after selecting the bill, when you will press F6 function key, this window will get open. Enter on resave option. So by this resave option, your those bill errors will get automatically corrected. Next, by pressing F7 function key, you can filter the errors from the list accordingly. When you press on delete button, a window gets appear in front of you. If you will enter on delete single record, so only that invoices will get deleted which is currently being selected. Means invoice number 002 will get deleted from this list but not from the record. If you will enter on delete same errors, so the invoices which is currently being selected, the error which is on that error invoices will get removed from the list. And if you want to remove all those error invoices from the list which would get corrected after resaving it, so you will enter on correct resaving. Next is manual correction errors. If you want to remove all those bills which needs to be corrected manually, so you will enter on manual correction. So friends, in this way we learned about internal audit option. Thanks for watching.